Being a father had changed many things in my life. Many things, both good things and bad things too. To start with, being a father I take with a lot of responsibility. So for me it is like another mission to fulfill in my life. I had a life mission of a teacher, a spiritual teacher. And now I have another mission too, being a dad, being a father. So I have more work to do. However, I don't think that these two missions contradict each other. And actually I think that they can help each other, being a teacher and being a father. Becoming a father took a lot of time away from myself and my spiritual practices, my meditations. Instead of having hours and hours for meditation every day, now I have very little time for that. However, this had actually taught me to meditate everywhere, all of the time. This lack of time made me transform everything I do into meditation, trying to be mindful all of the time, which I took as a challenge. It is much harder to meditate while you are washing dishes for an entire family. But if you take it as a challenge, challenges help us grow, and this challenge had actually helped my meditation mature. My meditation reach another level, more stability, more maturedness, meditating all the time. Being a father made me enter the society. Do I belong to society? No, I don't belong to society, but I live here, I see these people, I see them from close. And the last 3 or 4 years I was living in Lima, the capital of Peru. It is funny to remember the first time I came to this place years ago. I thought to myself, this is the shittiest place I've ever been to. This is the worst place. Who could live here? I thought to myself the first time I came to Lima. It is funny that it is my home now, or it has been my home for like 3 or 4 years, as I'm saying. So, wasn't easy. And yeah, I see myself every day around many people. It is not like being alone somewhere on the mountain, like I used to live all of the time. Now it is all of the time, it's noise, you know. Sometimes I put cotton pads in my ears to have some rest from the sound. It is challenging. However, what I miss the most is nature. I miss to breathe the air and not contamination. I miss to walk barefooted on the grass. It feels so great to walk barefooted on the grass. I miss to see the sunsets. All this it is impossible to do in Lima. So that's not a nice thing. Being a father forces you to accept other different relationships in your life. It is not just you and your son, you and your daughter. Your son also has a mom. He has grandparents and he has uncles, and these people are important to your kid. So you may hate the mom of your son, right? But if you do so, the first person to actually suffer that will be your son. Every time she says, your father is an idiot, she's hurting your son, your daughter. And every time you say she's a bitch, the first person to hurt is your kid. It is challenging to manage your relationships with a lot of new people who affect your kid's life. And these people will expect things from you. These people will want to change you. Many times these people will feel like the pain in the ass. In my case, that was a challenge, and that still is a challenge, managing these new relationships. There are a lot of people who expect things from me and certain behavior. However, I can say that I have managed all that to a respectable degree. They respect me, and they know that they cannot fuck with me. I help, I do things, I'm responsible. However, nobody can fuck with me. I took it as a challenge, and this challenge also made me grow in some ways. Was it worth the time spent? Maybe not, probably not. Probably instead of finding my compromises with the people around, I would have preferred to spend that time somewhere in my cave, in the mountains, meditating. Probably much better. This is a sacrifice. This is a sacrifice I, as a father, took. I knew that this is going to be so, and that's a sacrifice of being a father. Another bad thing.